He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law.
Oh, that was kind of nice. You went high. You're not always a high boy.
I know, but I think there's an argument to be made that was the best we've sounded in a dog's age, Tom.
Yeah, since we were back together live, probably.
Oh boy, the days of doing the pod live, Tom. That was a lifetime ago.
It was 100 episodes ago.
100. This is Hundy.
Episode Hundy, you guys. Ding, 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 ding. Free hot dogs for everyone.
I mean,
over to patreon.com.
Holy crap. That's almost 2 years of podding, Tom.
It is too much time.
I mean, what? 100 hours of podding. Let's do a little quick math. Divided by, we've podded for over 4 days straight.
Yeah. Let's do a pod marathon sometime and see if we can just
how long we can go.
Yeah, and see who will listen.
It's like, let's just see how long we can go until our friendship ends.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Speaking of friendships, we're not even brothers.
Oh, we're not even fucking roommates.
But we are
good friends, dude.
Good friends. We've been good friends for 100 episodes, 99 episodes. We'll see if we're still good friends.
Yeah, we'll see if we make it through this one. I got a little venom in me.
I
heard about all the shit you were saying about me.
I've been talking shit about you all over this country, dude.
I know.
Everywhere I go across. And the crazy thing is, I don't think it's going to bite me in the ass. Like, I never have the foresight to be like, this is going to get back to Tim. So I'm in comedy clubs across the country that you also play. And I'm like, you guys, this guy, Tim Smith in New York. I mean, he literally he's got like stinky pits. He's like it's
like, you know how some like Pharrell or North look at the A at the end. At the end, what I've been hearing you've been doing, it's like, hey, want to hear about this one? I know. You know.
Yeah. Wait, will you unplug and plug in your mic real quick?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Because I feel like that was kind of it's on its way to being a great riff, and we caught about 50% of it.
God, come on. All right, for episode 101, I will have a new mic.
You got to stop moving.
Okay, let me stand perfectly still.
There we go.
I'm having fun now.
You're too much of a Def Jam comic on the pod.
Sorry, I know. I've been slapping my knee with the mic way too much.
And you're beating the shit out of it.
Come on, Tom. All right, Tom, tell me something. Where you been? What you got? What are you doing? I finally did my fucking.
I was gonna say, I feel like we got to start with Timmy Corporate over here.
Hit the Corp event last night, Tomas. I actually ended up doing 40. I was supposed to do 30.
Well, that's okay. I want to hear about this first, and then because that is what I've ended up doing at these things too.
Here's the thing, Tom. This one was pretty fun.
No, get out of here.
I kind of had a great time. I went to town on these people.
You're going to be a corporate comic in no time.
No, here's the beauty of this. So they don't have an HR.
Oh, yeah.
So they are allowed to. I was like, hey, am I like allowed to talk a little shit? And they were like, yeah. So I was like allowed to like go to town on these people.
Okay.
It was like fun.
Did you get some insider beef on people, or did you do crowd work?
Oh, I was hitting the crowd work button real hard. Tom, so tell me about this. And I would imagine you've experienced something similar, but you're at this thing, you're kind of doing a whatever, and you just kind of don't want to follow your own instincts to like be assertive in some weird way because you think it's like you want to be polite. You just want to be like, no, don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about?
1,000%. I think I know where this is going.
We're like in your head, you're like, I should say this, but you, in some way, shape, or form, you're like, that might be considered rude.
Yes.
I think that's an instinct we need to be blocking fully.
Yeah. Well, I think neither of us ever want to be viewed as a diva.
Right. It's a diva thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Maybe it's not rude. It's I don't want to seem like a
high needs, but yeah, there is also because I think I know where this is going. Will you explain why you were feeling this way?
So I'm at the Corp gig. That's what we're calling it now. Corp gigs.
You guys, that's short for corporate. Keep
going. I'm at CG's. I'm at the CG's Comedy Club.
I don't know what gig is short for.
I believe it's gigantic.
Oh yeah, the corporate gigantic. You were at yeah. Okay, so you're at the Corp Judge.
So I'm talking to like the organizers of the deal. They were talking before, and I'm like, okay, so who here knows that stand up is about to happen? And like they both kind of light up and they're like, nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so that's no good. Right out of the gate. That sucks. And they're like, no, we wanted to like bring you in as like a surprise. And I'm like, okay, so that works if I'm a celebrity.
Yeah.
That's exciting when it's Jerry Seinfeld walks through the door. When it's old Timmy Smith, it's more confusing than anything else.
Why is this guy yelling at us?
Like who? Oh, so he has a microphone and everything. Okay. So I'm like, okay, so that we got to change that like as soon as possible.
Did you tell them that?
Yeah. And
Okay,
and they're like, okay, so we're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, like usually at a show, like there's a host, there's people ahead of you, and they're like, oh, so you need like a hype man. I'm like, incorrect. All I need.
Yeah, if you could jump around on stage a little bit.
This is all I need. I need one of you to just get up before I go up there and just get on the mic and say, hey guys, we brought in a comedian from New York. He's gonna come just, hang out with blah, 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 blah. Here's Tim Smith. That's all you need to do. Yep. That's it. And he was like, I don't, he's like, because I'm not very funny. And I'm like, you don't have to riff.
Please
you don't have to tell any jokes. You don't even have to be a hype man. All you have to do is say, stand-up comedy is going to be happening. Yeah. That's it. And I'll take it from there, and that's fine. And he was like, and then he finally did it, and then it went great. But if I would, because the plan was, I'm going to walk out cold after dinner with no explanation or anything, and I'm just going to grab the mic and be like, hey, ho!
And everyone's going to be like, holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, is that the roommates-in-law guy? What? No. It would have been a nightmare of epic proportion.
To your earlier point, Jerry Seinfeld wouldn't do that.
No.
It no one work would with anyone.
No one would.
This I was like it's remember that Bargatze story where he like opened for his dad because his dad's a magician, but no one knew that he was a comedian.
Yeah.
So then it just looks like a mean speech.
Yeah. And they're like, he's like, give it up for my son. And they're all like, who is his son? What?
Yeah. Why did he bring his son?
What is going on? And that's what I was trying to tell him. I'm like, look, if you don't announce that like comedy is about to happen, what's going to happen is for the first 5 minutes, people are going to be looking around very confused.
A little bit.
And then the 5 to 10 mark, people are going to go, oh, okay. So this guy's not like leaving. And then from 10 to 15, they're going to go, okay, I kind of get it. And then from 15 to 20, it might be D's, but that means a bombing for 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's no good. So just say, here comes a comedian, and then everything's fine after that. And I was happy that I made him do that because it kind of went great after that. It was like perfect.
I'm proud of you. I did not do that at that high school thing I did recently.
I think that's something we got to change here, Tom.
I know because this is what the point I wanted to get back to is it's not being a diva, it's being a professional. Like they don't actually know. So it's not like hey, your idea was fucked up and wrong and you're an idiot. It's more like, hey, I know you've never done this before.
This is what needs to happen.
It seems like it makes perfect basic sense to us.
Yeah.
But that's because we've, for some reason, committed our lives to this. So it's sorry, that was early in the pod to bring that up.
Yeah, I didn't need an existential crisis 10 minutes into the pod, Tom. But no, I agree with you. It's like, no, I'm in charge of the entertainment for this portion of it. Let's set it up in the best way possible so everyone has a fun time.
Yeah.
You brought me out here to be a goofball. Let me goof.
Yeah, let me just new boot goof.
I mean, God, it would have been so fucking weird for me to cruise on out and do like has like the mic, like tap it. Hey, hello.
Sing on.
How about
that drive in?
They're like, oh God. So I asked the guy, I was like, is the mic on? And he was like, oh, let me go check. Like the mic wouldn't have been turned on. It would have been such a disaster for me to walk out there without them just being like, here comes a comedian.
Look at you asserting yourself. Hero of the week right there.
Had to do it, Tom. And you know what? I was so close to just bailing when I got there. I really was. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This is going to be a nightmare.
What was the venue? It was a conference center?
No,
Their
it was
conference room in a hotel?
It's at the Mayflower Resort. It's like where fucking like so that they sent a car for me.
Yeah.
Not an Uber, it's car service, Tom.
What kind of car are we talking?
They picked me up in a nice blacked out Suburban on the way in. I
Like a
felt like
Denali?
Joe Biden. Yeah, it ruled. It was
Oh,
bulletproof.
Was it really?
Yeah, a couple people shot at us going through
Oh.
Queens.
Dude, man, people really have started hating your comedy lately.
I know. And but it's kind of nice. It's like, like any publicity is good publicity. It's that kind of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, if people are shooting at you, at least you're making them feel something.
That's Dice Clay used to say that. He said, if people aren't shooting you, you're not trying.
Yeah. And I have been trying to, not successfully, but trying to model my career after Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, I mean, I know you don't talk about it a lot publicly, but I've seen the posters on the walls.
Yeah. We'll have him on the pod eventually. He's just been running around
He's
busy.
ignoring me too.
Lawsuits and things of that nature. But so I feel like fucking the COO of Waystar Royco when they pick me up in this goddamn car. So they take me out and the guys
Is that Succession?
Yes. As the guy's pulling up, he goes, "Oh, this is where Martha Stewart stays." It's like where
Like the Mayflower.
yeah, like 4 different presidents have like started their like presidential campaign there. It's like it was built in like 1804. It's like swank as fuck.
Is it kind of fucked up that it's named the Mayflower?
I know.
Because like the Mayflower wasn't a chill experience.
Yeah, it wasn't great, and I tried to riff on that. I didn't love it.
The elite of the rich elite of New York did not.
Yeah, I
love
was like,
that.
damn, I feel like I'm about to get heckled by a slave in here, and they were like, "Mwah, mwah." But
Like-
so it's like that's the thing. It's not like a conference. It's like Swanktown, USA, and I'm
Okay.
like, oh, these people are gonna suck. And I kind of peek my little head in there, and I don't know, they're mixing it up a little bit. Thank Christ they were like pretty young, so I felt a little bit better about that.
Were they seated when you started?
Yes.
Okay, because that is the hardest battle to fight at these corporates is everyone wants to be talking shit about their coworkers and shit at the bar. Like people just mingle by the bar.
So here's how I may have dodged that bullet. This was their first company retreat. And it's a mostly remote thing.
Oh,
so they were all just kind of meeting each other.
Oh, so some programming wasn't bad.
Right. And they were all about 8 espresso martinis deep, so they were loose.
They were going Spressy teens?
Express teens at night too. I was like, but you can't do that many this late, brother.
You have 2 and you're up.
You're not going to sleep for a month and a half, friend.
Man, some people hooked up with coworkers that night.
It wasn't a very hot bunch. I would be concerned if people were hooking up. I'm like, we don't need these genes to spread.
Ugly people can hook up too.
They shouldn't though, Tom.
Just like evolution wise.
Sorry, hot people only. But then it turned out to be kind of a heater. I kind of was turning in some goddamn heat and had a fun time. I couldn't believe it.
Did you get any clips?
Hell no.
It would be awesome to start posting clips from corporates, and you kind of have to post like a long explanation first about what the gig is.
The title instead of just like this guy's gay. It's like a corporate event is when a comedian goes to and just goes through the entire thing. You still do it
in the form of comedian versus heckler, but it's comedian versus corporate gig where it was actually like it's like a friend of a friend. A lot of these people work for his dad, so it's like
I kind of want the title just to like scroll for a minute, like the first part of Star Wars, and like that's the entire title.
And it actually does start with a long time ago in a galaxy, at a corporate gig far away.
Far away. But they were like, dude, do you want to like stay the night? Like we have a room for you. I was like, no, I don't want to stay the night.
Yeah, I'd stay the night. I'll stay in any hotel you ever asked me to stay in. If someone now, if I was in LA and someone was like, hey, do you want to stay at this hotel 10 minutes away from your house, I'd be like, yeah, that's great.
See, well, my thing is like in a situation like that, staying and hanging and drinking and doing all of that stuff, I can only ruin what just happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I just cooked. They all think I'm the man. I don't want to ruin that. I want to get out of there and have them be like, damn, that guy ruled.
But that's where you turn. Sure. You can preserve the cool guy, that guy ruled thing. But
Mhm.
you can also turn that into now they think they're friends with you and they can hook you up with other. I mean, these are rich people. You got to mix it up with some rich people, dude.
Tom, see, this is why you're a master bridge builder.
Yeah, you hang a little bit. Next thing you know, you got an invite to a boat next summer.
Ah, shit, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drive back up there tomorrow.
No one's there anymore. And you're like, where the fuck did everyone go?
Hey, is that conference over? Did any of the rich people mention me last night? Can I get on any of their boats?
What do you know about their boats? Sir, this is a CVS. Man, I heard another one of those jokes in the wild last night.
Lay it out. Wait, on stage or in the wild?
On stage at a show.
Okay.
It was a classic. I'm trying to think of a way to say this without
Let it out.
identifying exactly what it was, but it's like finally started ordering in Spanish at my favorite
Taco Bell.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, of course it is. God. I mean, you just see that from 10,000 miles away.
I've got a full liquid death back there, and I want to just just hum it at this stage.
I mean, right when somebody says my favorite little shut up. Shut up. We know it's Taco Bell. I know it is. And your dad's the manager.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's good being out in LA. There's so much authentic Mexican food. Del Taco.
Oh, bingo, bango. And please don't tell me it worked. Please don't. Please.
It gets a little laugh.
I heard this one the other night. Yeah, I'm single now. Single by choice. By choice.
My girlfriend's choice.
My girlfriend's choice.
I've heard that one. I've written that joke before.
You're like, oh shit, that's actually in my tight 10. God damn it.
No, what I used to say, the reason we ended up breaking up is that she broke up with me.
Okay.
That's more fun, but it's the same.
Yeah. No, yeah, you just added like 8 more words to it. Yeah, that's sick as hell.
Come on, it was a fun line.
Word economy, Tom.
Not in this economy. I got
not in this economy.
Damn it. Shut up, Richard.
We're in a recession right now for word
your
economy.
brain's got a candy
shell on it.
Man, there's a host of a show I did recently. I won't say where, what city, when. It could have been any time in the last couple months.
Cleveland.
No. Host opened the show with a joke about watching the insurrection as if it had happened like last week. It was crazy. I literally thought it was sarcastic.
Wait, did he do the was it like where were you guys on January 6th, or did he like try to?
No, it was like a bit. It wasn't like it was like this is his opening joke.
Oh boy.
He's like, yeah, I was watching with my dad. I think it was I love watching Fox News with my dad, or I love watching TV with my dad. A perfect premise.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. Let me
oh shit. Okay, damn.
At least this show's only at midnight, so people are already locked in. And he's like, and then it's basically like I remember when we were watching now I'm just doing this joke, but it's
just come on, lay it on me. Lay it on me.
I remember we were watching the insurrection. It took me 10 minutes to realize it wasn't a Black Friday sale.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That sucks so bad.
I was in the back of the room like, what?
And that is one where you want to be like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Dude.
How did it do?
Zip.
Zilch. Yeah.
Crickets. Like truly me laughing in the back of the room was it.
Here's the heartbreaking tale behind that joke. It worked once.
For sure.
And he said, well,
guess
that's in the act. That's in
the opener.
In the opener. This is how I tell him who I am. Is this one?
Yeah. Hey Tim, I got a theory here because I feel bad talking shit about that guy. So I'm pivoting.
Yeah, let's go to your theorems. No, let's go to your theorems.
Well, I told you about this last week where I got back to LA. I was feeling like a shitty friend. I am going to my friend's wedding now. You got to go to weddings. I told you this, right?
Right.
I'm thinking about why I was feeling that way was because it was the first time I had drank in like a month. You know,
Sure.
So I'm flying back. I'm feeling like hungover.
Post-party depression.
Yeah, post-party depression. Is that a term? Did you just make that
PPD?
up?
Yeah, post-party depression.
Well, I know postpartum depression. Is it a
No,
play
yeah.
on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you
You
come
know,
up with that, or is that a?
I'm not. I certainly cannot take credit for that. I would love to. I mean, we
Man,
can.
I would love for you to, because that's fun. I'm taking that.
Yeah, that one's mine. Hey, Lizzie, didn't I come up with post-party depression? She said, yeah.
Hell yeah! Hey, happy birthday, Liz.
Hey, Tom says happy birthday. There we go. For all of our listeners, wish Lizzie happy birthday.
Yeah, go find her obscure Instagram page and wish her a happy birthday.
Yep, she posted one time in 2021, and that was about it. And it was a photo of the big timers, and that's pretty much her entire Instagram.
You'll see. It's so funny. Now every once in a while you'll see your name pop up, but I know it's because it's Tim commenting on his own reel.
Yep. No, that's not true. I haven't done that in a minute.
Oh, does Lizzie do that?
Oh yeah. She's I at my direction.
Yeah, I mean, gun to her head, but yeah, she
Yeah. Yeah. Coming from the guy that has several different Tommy Schneeman dummy accounts.
I'm
don't
tossing,
you dare.
I'm tossing 5 likes at everything. Go look at the first 5 likes on all my reels when I post them.
It's like Ton Schnee.
Those are all
Tony
coming
Schnee.
from the command center right here. I got a couple full-on fake identities just in case I got to get off the grid, you know?
You got to, I mean, if you don't have a go bag, what are you even doing these days?
Don't you kind of want to have a go bag?
Well, I need a pistol, and I need to just be able to have 20,000 cash in there.
Yes, yeah.
And I just don't have that. I don't have go bag disposable income.
Yeah, that's a good point. If I had like the stuff for a go bag, it would get taken out. I'd be like, oh, let me
Immediately. I'd be like,
go bag.
Actually, I kind of need that money. I took out all the money from my bank account for my go bag.
I'm also like, all those snacks, like, I don't want to buy new snacks.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the fruit snacks might go bad. I'm just gonna. I mean, I would literally like the go bag. I'm not in a place financially to have a go bag.
No, I'm in the same boat. I think if I ended up, if something, let's say there was an earthquake or whatever, or like I had to, my daughter got taken or something, and I had to grab the go bag, I would grab it, I would get to where I was going, and then I would open it, and I'd be like, oh, God damn it. Kind of been ransacked.
It's just empty wrappers, and it's
like
$8.
I wrote myself a bunch of IOUs. The same thing as Dumb and Dumber.
275,000, Tom. You want to hang on to that one. It's just a gun with no bullets. And then you also need to you need to have like a stack of American money. You need to have the US dollar. You also need some Canadian dollars, and you need like the euro. I don't have the ability to get my mitts on that.
No. And I need a passport with a fake name, fake identity.
Yeah, where are you at on your fake passport? Because you need 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, and I only have one right now.
Because if I've seen enough movies, I know that you open the go bag and you pull out the stack of passports, and then you take the rubber band off of it and you sort through them, and you have to choose which one you want.
And you do it kind of with the camera over your shoulder.
Camera's kind of over shoulder.
And then it's just one look up right past the camera.
Toss the bag on your shoulder, and now you're out.
And maybe a look back into the room before you shut the door for the last time, knowing that you are about to light fire to this building.
Correct. And then the next scene, all of the lettering comes up, and it's like,
and it's Switzerland. Switzerland. And all of a sudden the time is in army time.
Yep. Yeah. And then the camera always comes panning in from like really high up, and it kind of swirls around to give you a whole view of where you're at. And then it dives in on you. At the bank.
Yes, and you are at the bank, and the way you can tell that you're taking on a secret identity is you've got a baseball hat on.
Yes, 100.
Pretty low too.
We're just describing the Bourne Identity, pretty much.
But no, it's like Bourne Identity, white collar.
It's all the.
Yeah. Every time someone goes off the grid, they're like, "What if I wore a baseball cap?"
Well, time to toss on a dark hat. Well, you also got to do when you're at the bank, you have to be making. They're also obviously you're fluent in whatever language of the place you're in, and you're speaking to the teller, but you're also making quick eye contact with the cameras that are also in the bank.
And it goes ding, ding.
You're making you're doing a quick ocular pat down of the bank just in case you need to get out of there.
Well, just in case something pops off, because you don't like the way that the guy who's in the back, not the teller up front, but the guy who's in the back at the desk, you don't love the way that he's looking at you.
Well, the thing is he's also wearing a dark hat.
Yeah, and he keeps, keeps looking at his desk phone. And if he touches that phone, shit's going down.
Dude, I would love to be, I mean, it seems like a pretty solitary existence, but I mean, being a secret agent has to be kind of sick as hell.
I just think there's no way it's actually cool. Like, it's probably so dark.
Well, here's where I think
99% of the time it's probably so lame.
Well, here's the thing. I think this is where it does get lame, is you do have to have some sort of like cover story. So I think a lot of these people just have like regular shitty jobs, and then every once in a while they get a text from an unknown number, and it's like, you're an asset and you've been activated, and then that's when you grab the go bag.
They have real go bags.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it kind of cool.
It would be sweet if I think if I had to be, if you could choose your day job.
Yeah.
I think I would maybe go like bartender in a shitty dive bar.
That's not bad. That's low profile. But that's a lot of chatter though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be kind of a solitary existence.
That's a good point.
I'm thinking like janitor, somebody that if they disappear, nobody really knows.
Janitor, and then you open one locker, and that's your go bag.
Where are you at on a safety deposit box, Tom? I'd love to have one of those too. I just have no reason for one.
No, once again, I do not have the funds. I also am not entirely sure what that is.
That's where you put all your goodies in there, and it's in a bank.
Okay, what kind of stuff are we throwing in there?
People put all sorts of stuff in there, Tom. You could put sensitive documents in there. You could put your go bag in there. People usually line it with just like a bunch of like $10,000 stacks of cash. That's a big one.
I see. I just keep all my 10,000s in my closet.
Whoa. Oh, Tom.
Yeah.
Don't tell people where you keep your stacks of cash.
Bro, I got stacks everywhere. I mean, you can't really walk around my room without seeing stacks.
Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, well, I guess if we're
I'm talking laundry stacks.
There we go. I was going to say, well, for the sake of transparency, I keep my $10,000 stacks of cash in my mattress. I'm a mattress guy.
You do it is it in the mattress or under the mattress?
A lot of people do it under.
Seinfeld fucking.
No, you keep
the train. You're in the train.
You keep your stacks in the mattress, Tom. A lot of people do it under, but that's, I'm a secret agent. I cut a little slit in there.
Yeah. God, I want to go back.
I just want $10,000 in cash.
I would love that too. I think it would be underwhelming though.
Yeah, because then you're like, well, there it is. It's kind of a don't meet your heroes situation.
Yeah, I like just fantasizing about it more.
God, I think I'm gonna put together a little go bag. Do you ever have this fantasy when you were a kid? I always wanted like a silver briefcase.
Oh, of course. I think that was strictly based on like Ocean's 11.
Yeah. And it's always like handcuffed to somebody's wrist, and you're like, God, it's so fucking cool.
Dude, we had like a poker set or something that was like in kind of a cool little case. And we would use that when we'd play make believe and shit.
Right? And I used to have a bunch of fake money. You could just buy all this fake money.
Oh yeah.
And then I would put those in little stacks and put them in my briefcase. And I was like, man, I'm really living right now.
Yeah, and then every once in a while we'd like kidnap one of the younger neighbor kids and keep him in the garage and like interrogate him for a couple days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we would beat the shit out of some of these kids.
No, but they got it. I mean, they kind of knew that they were just playing their role in whatever your little fantasy was.
They were good. They were good at yes-anding. I mean, we had like a regular little improv team in there.
Well, it's like, damn, this guy can really manufacture some tears on command.
Yeah. All we're doing is waterboarding him, like kind of nonstop. He's like 7 years old. This is impressive.
That was always fun, but right in the middle of us always having fun, my parents would pop in and be like, "Hey, we're moving, so go ahead and clean all this up. We're going across the country. We're leaving in 4 hours."
No, there's no room for your fake money, Tim.
Damn, but you know who had a to-go bag? The Smiths.
You guys had a to-go house. That makes it sound like you lived in an RV.
I was about to say we did not have a mobile home.
Oh, here's a cue. When a mobile
got an
home
egg.
gets moved, do you think they like pack it up, or do you think they're like,
I bet they kind of like strap it down.
okay, yeah, kids? It would be kind of funny if like it was like like there was like dirty dishes on the breakfast table still, and they're like, all right, we're just going today.
Yeah, like nah, we just kind of got to bounce. I don't know if
Because
you
a
want to take
mobile
care of that.
home, that's like you got to move those on like a trailer, right?
Well,
A mobile
I think you
home
could
isn't
probably
like
like hook it up to a truck, right?
no, that's like a fifth wheel. Like a mobile home doesn't have wheels on it.
Right. It's
Right?
kind of on like blocks.
Yeah, it's like a crate,
Wait, is this a mobile home? No, I think you're talking about
like a
like a
trailer. Park?
trailer. Yeah,
Well, but a trailer would imply that it has wheels.
that it has wheels. But you never know because they always have that weird what do you call that? The weird siding that covers up the bottom. Like you see like where like the quote unquote
Yeah,
home
yeah.
is, and then it
Yeah.
has that like little duvet cover around the rest of it.
It's like a little like no,
Little
this
skirt,
this
yeah.
is attached to the ground.
No, it's in the ground. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
This was definitely built on a foundation and won't move if the wind
It's
picks up. I
certainly
promise
not a
you.
Go back of a home.
Tell you what, there's not $10,000 cash in that go back, Tom. I can promise you that.
No, there's not. There might be some fake money though.
Sorry to all of our mobile home listeners.
I got nothing but respect for you.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Man, Derek Stroop has a great line in his act where he's like, back in my day, if you were wearing a champion sweatshirt, that meant you had wheels under your living room, friend.
Friend?
Yeah.
Love a nice fat friend. That's fun.
Wait, my
Alliteration
lesson
aside.
that I was gonna get to is
Oh, damn.
sometimes the unfortunate part about drinking.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we really deviated off of that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
is sometimes it takes a bad hangover to get you to make the right decision. Does that
Yes,
make
this
sense?
is of course it is because there are those people. There's like 10% of the world that does not get hungover. Their body just processes alcohol differently. Could you imagine if that was you? I would be such a full-blown, just irredeemable alcoholic. Like the only reason most of us aren't are the hangovers.
Because we have to deal with the consequences.
Yes, you have to pay dearly for the decisions that you made, and you're like, I cannot.
Well, I don't
keep
even
doing this.
I don't even mean just alcohol related decisions, but when you're hungover, like it kind of what's important in life kind of comes into focus. It's because you feel so shitty that you're like, what matters? like what matters right now? You know?
See, I'm the opposite way. When I'm like, so when I get super hungover, my entire thought is just, I need to feel better.
Okay.
Which means I push out all of the things that are important. So like the consequences don't really hit me until like 2 days later. And I'm like, oh, I just lost 3 days.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because
Maybe
then
my
everything comes
theory
back
doesn't
into view.
hold up.
Well, no, I think it's just, that's the way the hangover hits you. The way it hits me is a few days later when everything comes back into view. And I'm like, I just wasted so much of my own time.
Mm, yeah. And time is money, dude. Time is real
money.
Time is $10,000. You know what's crazy? You do have stacks of $10,000. It's just it's time right now.
Yeah, I know. Cash rules everything around me, Tom, and it's not working. But yeah, that's the way it hits. But yeah, I think just like when you're hungover and you're realizing how shitty you feel, you focus on the like, this is what I should have been doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what is going on.
It's just you realize how much of your own time in life that you are currently wasting by being a moron.
I've never been a moron once.
Nah, dude, I'm moron free for the past 30 days.
Okay. Moving on. Well, do we want to discuss 100th Sods thing? I got one character that I met out on the road this weekend that I gotta tell you about because
Come on.
cracking up. Okay, picture QAnon Kathy Bates.
QAnon Kathy Bates. Okay, who is Kathy Bates?
Kathy Bates. She plays Mama in Waterboy.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, she's in The Office. She's.
Yep.
I mean, it's honestly embarrassing that I said she's in The Office because I think she's in like 1,000 other things.
But yeah,
More
she's the
prominent
Dalmatian
role.
lady in
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Kathy Bates, I got you.
Is just kind of like an aggressive bulldog of a lady.
Okay.
I had an Uber driver, and she's like just kind of an oversharer.
Mhm.
Like I wasn't really talking. I got picked up at 3:55 in the morning for my flight.
You didn't jump in there with headphones on?
No,
Tom, come on.
I'm too nice.
Is this amateur hour, Tom? You almost deserve it. You get it with headphones on, Tom. And then when they say something, you let them say it, and then you pretend like you don't hear it. Then they say it again. You take one out and you go, "I'm sorry." And then you go, yeah. And then you put it back in and they don't speak to you anymore.
Yeah,
Tom.
I just can't lead with it. If we're not talking for a sec, then I put headphones in. But I think walking up to them as they're helping you load your shit into the back of a car, I think it's so rude to have headphones in.
Oh, I don't think they even think twice about it.
Well, I do.
No, it's like a waiter thinking it's rude that you like are expecting some food.
I think it would be like a waiter thinking it's rude that you're wearing headphones.
No, that's way different.
I don't think so. I think this is crazy. Well,
because you're supposed to be talking to the waiter.
Yeah, but like, it's not like you're not supposed to say anything to an Uber driver.
I mean, they say Tim, and I go, "Yep."
Yeah. And then I give it a sec, and I give it like 30 seconds. And if they have nothing else, they don't want to clarify anything else, I go headphones in. This lady, talk right away. So I think we're going to agree to disagree on the headphones thing here. But, oh, shit. But she gets right into it. We just start talking about, I don't know how we got to healthcare right away.
Oh, my God. What?
Oh, she goes,
what?
She goes.
She's like, I don't have healthcare.
She's like, how do you stay healthy, like traveling a lot? And I'm like, I don't know. You try to work out on the road. And she's like, yeah, don't break it.
Oh boy,
awesome line. She just goes, yeah, don't break your foot.
Sure.
And I was like,
sure,
right. And clearly,
I mean, to be fair, that's applicable in almost every walk of life.
It's kind of killer advice, no matter which way you slice it.
Hey man, don't break your back.
It does kind of sound like an old saying, but it was talking about she broke her foot like 5 years ago.
Yep, there it is.
And then she goes, yeah, I mean, it was the bouncing back from the broken foot was so hard because doctors wanted to, they wanted to give me surgery. And I was like, but you didn't do it? She goes, no. I mean, they wanted to put pins in my ankle. This is like a 60-plus-year-old woman. It's like,
also, I love how she's saying it like it's some weird fetish that these doctors had. It's like, no, you probably needed some pins in your ankle.
Remember why I said QAnon Kathy Bates?
Oh no.
She's like, no. Once you put pins in your foot, I mean, it'll never be the same. And I'm like, right, but it's currently broken.
It's you kind of, that's the goal, honestly.
Yeah, you don't want it to be the way it is now. And she's like, yeah, I mean, that'll change your foot forever.
Yeah, they wanted to put pins in it. Little did they know I'm not a moron.
But she's like, yeah, ever since that happened, I haven't really been able to run. I'm like, seems like you solved it.
Yeah, it's I love these quack doctors wanted to treat my injury.
And I go, yeah, so like, do you I'm like, what did they do for it? And it's like, oh, nothing. I didn't take anything from them. It'll heal. It healed on its own. And I'm like, you just told me you couldn't run. It was amazing. I mean,
yeah,
I just
no, they had to amputate, but it got pretty infected there for a minute.
I mean, that's way better than a couple pins in there.
I mean, it's great. They wanted me to take like antibiotics, and I'm like, I'm never gonna feel the same after that.
I'll tell you what, I'm anti-antibiotic.
Bingo.
I'm anti, and I just can't get over that it'll never be the same as you currently have a shattered ankle.
I can't get over the making them sound like they wanted to put pins in there. Yeah.
And then she goes, I take a sip of my water bottle. This is in the middle of her doctor rant. I take a sip of my water bottle and she goes, what water are you drinking?
Oh shit, yeah.
And I was like, what? And she's like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's just like a water bottle from the club that I keep refilling.
Fluoride?
And she goes, "Oh, where did you refill it?" I'm like, "Oh, in the hotel lobby. They had a faucet thing." And she's like, "Whatever you do, do not drink smart water." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, it'll give you cancer almost immediately."
Almost immediate. Yeah.
And I was
Sure.
like, "Right, yeah, that's how cancer works."
Yeah. Well, your doctor's like, "Oh, you've been drinking too much water."
Smart water.
Every doctor's like, "Ah, shit, you've been drinking too much water
smart
again."
water. I also, on this one, I kind of
Pushed back.
I go, if it was like that, known to be bad, like, wouldn't he? Why is it still on the market? Because I'm trying to be on her side. I'm like, oh shit, that's
Well, you're
crazy.
really teeing her up just to go to crazy town.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, why is it still allowed? And she goes, well, they don't test. They don't do the alkaline tests. I do it on my own. I did my own research. So that's exactly what it is.
Oh, she's just hobbling over to her giant fucking mad scientist beaker set, testing for alkaline and smart water. This lady kind of rules.
Yeah. And then she recommended some other water brand I'd never heard of. She's like, keep your eye out. That's what you want to be drinking. It's actually the healthiest. It also tastes really good.
That's the good stuff. She's like, it's pronounced Sprite. And you're like, that's a soft drink, actually.
She gets out of the car. Both of her feet are wooden.
She's like, I would actually help you with the luggage, but I don't have any legs, actually. She's driving the car with her thumbs. Yeah.
I cut them off myself.
This chick is just straight out of the Civil War. I mean, how old was she?
I'd say like mid-60s.
These news organizations, I think, really did a number on the boomers.
That and Facebook. Facebook, I think, it's more than anything.
And I think, in a way, mainly with the news, I do think it's kind of fair because when they grew up, they were watching actual news.
Oh, it's fair that they believe it.
It's like they kind of got like, it's like a bait and switch. Like most of their life, it was actual news, and then it turned into opinion-based yelling, and they're like, no, but this is the news.
Yeah, these are facts.
I've always believed what the man on the television told me. Why would I stop all of a sudden?
He's in a suit.
Duh.
Hello.
I mean, look at that suit.
Is like decent on this.
I mean, look at this platinum blonde telling me that who I should hate. Why would I not believe this?
She has amazing lip filler. Why would I not take everything she says as fact?
But you know what I mean? Like, I kind of can't be mad at them for that one because and by the time the switch happened,
yeah.
Shout out Rupert Murdoch, you piece of shit. They were already too long in the game. They had already kind of given up on new music and new opinions and everything like that.
That is a good point. We got to forgive them. And then along came, but then Facebook hit them with this like other underbelly of it.
Facebook hit them hard. Facebook hit them hard, man.
I mean, I would love to log into this woman's Facebook and see what's on the home feed.
I bet it's a lot of like those memes where it's like Jesus with his arms out, and it's like got a bunch of arrows in his back or something, and he's like protecting a mom and her kid, and then all the arrows are labeled something insane.
You know
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter books.
Let's see, creativity, anything outside of the box.
Roommates in Law podcast.
Roommates in Law pod. Facebook did such a number on these poor fucks because now the algo just puts them right into an echo chamber. So they're like, oh, everyone believes what I believe.
Yes, I can tell that this lady posts on Facebook that smart water is bad for you, and there's probably people being like, I knew it.
Absolutely, I just got my alkaline tester in today.
Yes, thank you for spreading the good word, Kathy Bates.
I kind of want to see how you. I wish we had a. We need. I want to see like how do you test for alkaline.
Also, I don't even know what like is bad. Like I don't. Do you want alkaline or no alkaline? Where's the
pH test strip?
Where's the line here? Where's the alkaline?
Where's the alkaline? Well, this kind of like fucks over. Like, I don't have a ton of credibility for this now either because you can get alkaline testers for $17.
Oh shit! For $17, you too could cure cancer.
That's what it's like. It should be harder to test for like if it. Do you know what I'm saying? It feels like it's like when you pick up a piece of electronics and it's not heavy, and you're like, oh, this must be kind of shitty.
This isn't legit.
This is useless. Yeah. If the alkaline test was like, I don't know, $6,000.
Well, you'd be like, oh shit, they don't want us testing.
They don't want, but a $16 test.
They're like, yeah, test whatever you want.
I don't know, do whatever you want. Drink our smart water, idiot.
Good point.
This lady, I kind of, I would love, and we've talked about this before, and I think about it every day, but I just want to strap 2 people a day. I think it's fair. I just want to strap a GoPro to 2 people a day and just kind of see what their life looks like.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say strap them to a rocket.
Oh, no.
You just want to follow them around.
I just want to, it's like we talked about, like when you tag a shark, I just want to see what some of these people's day looks like, what their conversations sound like, what they got going on. I just want to see these things.
You know what's crazy? That's what Facebook's doing to us, dude.
Damn, dude. Hey, Tim, it's called our phone.
Yeah, dude. You ever think about that? That's what they're doing. They've got us all tagged, man.
Dude, if I said that sentence to QAnon Kathy Bates, she would be salivating for me to get to the end of it so she could tell me all about that our phones are tracking us.
Exactly.
And what's crazy, it's like, hey, Kathy, you're not wrong.
No, yeah, I know. That is true.
It's just embarrassing.
Well, it's less fun the way they do it, though. They just take like all the facts about our lives and then they listen to us. They pick up keywords. We become a statistic. And it's
like, oh, you're just selling it to advertisers?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What I want to see, we want to see the footage of these people.
I want to, or at least something like I want them to be doing something much more sinister with the information.
Oh yeah, no, I mean of the actual individuals.
Oh,
like,
yes.
They're not like watching us, make a dumb decision. They're watching us like on a long-term graph as a group of people.
Yeah, it's like a 9 months.
Behavior.
Tim's going to need new shoes.
Exactly.
So we'll hit him with the ads when the new shoe thing starts coming around.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, there's an argument to be made that, hey, pretty convenient.
Sometimes I need new shoes.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to search the web. Look, it just popped up as an Instagram ad. Purchase.
Good look, Instagram.
Appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Before we leave, we have to discuss some of our favorite moments. We're 100 episodes in. Timmy, it's been a pleasure riding this wave with you.
Absolutely surfing on this wave.
It's weird to think 100 episodes ago that we'd be here now. I would have
well said, dude.
I would have different roommates.
Damn, we'd still be
we would still not be brothers-in-law. I would have between when we started and now, I have at least 4 to 5 new minutes of stand-up comedy
and friends.
I have. I'd say I have 4 new friends, probably 3 new friends. Let's see what else has happened. What's happened in your life? You got engaged since we started? No, that was beforehand.
That was before.
Man, so nothing has really happened in the last 2 years.
It's crazy that did you get engaged longer than 100 weeks ago? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that sick as hell?
Yeah. Let's see. We started in James Webb's basement.
We both moved.
We moved across the country, going different directions.
Mm-hmm.
We went through a hell of a year. We've really survived. This has been the through line, Tom. There's been highs and there's lows. And guess what's right there in the middle?
That's
roommates in law.
There we go. All right, what's your favorite zero of the week? You got a favorite?
You go first. Let me think for a second.
Okay. You can't remember any of them. I think my favorite, it's a subtle one, but my favorite was the guy on the plane that wouldn't say yes to the exit row briefing.
Oh, right. Is this the guy he just kept nodding? Where he's just like,
yeah, he was nodding. He was like, yeah, what's up?
What's up, dude? Yeah, I'll save everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you need me to save everyone?
And he
I
didn't
can probably
take the
take care of
headphones
that.
all the way off. Big headphones.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, it's like that is because I think the reason I hate it so much, it's a subtle thing. Didn't cause a big scene. People have been bigger douchebags, but it's also the simplest thing.
Fix.
Yeah, that's a no. There's never been any conflict with that moment.
It's inconvenient just for the sake of being inconvenient. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
just say the word yes.
It's 7 a.m. This lady's just trying to get through her job.
Say the word.
Yeah. And we go,
Dick.
yes, 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 yes. I need you to say it. Uh-huh. Say yes.
I need you to say the word yes. Say it to me right now before I fucking strap a bomb to this flight. I mean, I would be beside myself.
Yeah, it would
fury.
It'd be such an easy snap.
Oh, that's when people snap.
Yeah, because it's you just got through the guy that could not understand that his bag doesn't fit in that spot. Sir, we're gonna need to check that. No. This is fit. Right. This is a smaller plane. We're gonna need to check that. And, okay. And then
this always fits in the overhead bin. I've traveled with this
sir, what
a
I'm
lot of
saying
times.
Is see how it's like a smaller plane, that smaller compartment. No, it's God.
Sir, we're actually in a CVS. This isn't even a plane.
So you get through all that, everything gets shut, it's ready for takeoff, and you just have to go, okay, hey, exit row, there's information in the seat pockets. Are you all willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? God, I've gotten good at this. And then they go, yes. Head nod.
This is when you lose it.
Just open palm, slap across the face.
Nothing more disrespectful than an open palm slap to the face.
Would have been amazing if that's how that one ended.
Would rather get punched, TBH. Don't open hand slap me.
I think so too. Because
it's just disrespectful.
Slap, it feels like the reaction too should be like,
ooh.
Yeah, not like you get punched in the face and you're like, ah.
You're like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. A slap?
I'd be like,
you're like,
oh, dear me. What's my heavens?
Oof, I do declare. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good 0. I really hate that guy. I hope he's not doing well.
Yeah, no, I hope he's dead.
Well, that makes mine, now the guy that I remembered, it makes mine a little more fun-loving. He was just annoying. Do you remember the guy at the airport bar, white guy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You already know. White guy.
From the deep outside.
Trying to fucking be the coolest guy in the world to like the cool black bartender. Oh, that's from deep outside.
For those of you, if you've joined in late or if you don't remember this, which you should, because we expect our listeners to be loyal.
Or at least you got to comb through all of the pods just so you can stay up on the riffs and references.
Yes. So this guy, he watched a cool black bartender ball up a receipt and then basketball shoot it into a trash can. Although, let me ask this. Was it just like a throw like this? I mean, he didn't like do a step
He didn't
back.
he didn't make a big show of it.
So it wasn't really a basketball move.
No. I mean, you could tell this guy, he's played a little in his day. He had pretty good form, but he didn't, it wasn't two hands. It was just, it was pretty far away and he just kind of basketball shot it in there.
He didn't hit him with a jab step first.
Yeah, it wasn't a pull. It wasn't like a 2 dribble step back.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't call a foul.
Yeah. He's like,
and one.
So he shoots it. It goes in the trash, and then this gentleman sitting next to Tim, big mistake, goes, oh, from deep outside.
Oh, 2 points from
2 points from
deep outside. Also, hey, bud, it's 3 points if it's from actually deep outside.
Works.
2 points from the deep outside was just like, it sounds like I made it up because of how on the nose it is.
Yeah, I hope it is the deep outside.
What do you mean?
He said the deep outside.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you wrote what a white guy would say trying to be cool for black guys, that's what you would write.
Yeah, it's like hacky. It's like the first thing you'd write.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that would not get through quality control at all, but that's what he said. And to the cool black guy's credit, he did really give him a lot.
He didn't?
Not really.
No, you can't. You can't be
It
like,
was like,
hell yeah, dude.
yes, yeah, you kind of can't reward that behavior.
No, that's great.
There it is. That's my guy.
Those are two great zeros. Mine is more yeah, but that was a nice balance. See, that's the range of zero. You can be a pure evil zero like mine, or you can
just
be
a
kind of
doofus.
a loser zero.
Yeah. Just a fucking doofus.
Oh man.
All right, let's fucking put a bow on number
wrap this thing up.
hunch.
100 episodes in. If you've listened to all of them, thank you so much. You could spend your time better, but we're glad you're spending it with us.
We love you and we miss you.
We love you guys. See you soon. Goodbye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.